Well, the season from hell for your defending Super Bowl champion Los Angeles Rams is getting a fitting bow on the top of it to put it to bed. Aaron Donald now officially done for the year. He's been out since week 12 with an ankle injury. Head coach Sean McVay saying he is now expected to be done for the year. And it's a perfect end for this disastrous campaign. But there is a lot of question marks with this team moving forward. Could we see the last of the McVay, Stafford, Cooper Kupp Rams? Are this team going to be the worst team in football for maybe the next 5 to 7 years? It looks like it's an absolute dumpster fire on there. I'm going to break down everything going on with the story, give you my 2 cents on the whole situation. But if you could first, drop a quick like on this video, hit that thumbs up. New videos every single weekday, but let's get into it. All right, so we all know this has not been the ideal season for your defending Super Bowl champion Rams. In fact, it's been the worst Super Bowl defense of any team in the history of the NFL. Yeah, so 56 times a Super Bowl champion has tried to defend their title, and the Rams this year have been the absolute worst. The only team to have double-digit losses was the Denver Broncos in '99, but Terrell Davis blew out his knee, and John Elway retired, so you can't be expected to do too much. This team didn't have any of that. They brought back the entire core of their Super Bowl champion, and they were just a disaster from the start. Now, they lost Cooper Kupp in week 11, Matt Stafford in week 10. It's just been a whole cavalcade of problems, but they were not good before these injuries. And this is a team that shows, haha, the meme was funny, F them picks. They haven't made a first-round draft pick since Sean McVay took over as head coach in 2016. They're not going to make a first-round draft pick this year. The Lions own their picks. Thanks for Stafford. But was it all worth it? Most of them will say yes. You got the banner hanging up in the rafters. You got the new stadium. You got the LA, establishment. But this feels like the end, and this team is going to be horrendous moving forward. Aaron Donald already talked about retirement last year. I could see him hanging it up. This is the end for him. He just retires. Matt Stafford's 34 years old, has been banged up. He really was kind of overrated to begin with. Yeah, he puts up a lot of stats in shitty Detroit. He got carried to the Super Bowl 2 years ago. Cooper Kupp is already 30. He's an aging wide receiver now, coming off of a pretty significant injury to his lower body. So that's another question mark. And now Sean McVay's still the youngest head coach in the league, but he's talked about retirement too. He could go take one of these cushy Fox jobs or ESPNs or whoever doing countdowns, doing analysts, and come back in 5-10 years and still be one of the youngest coaches in the league in his 40s. It just seems like everything has gone wrong for this Rams team. They have zero depth. They've traded away all their picks, like they say. What is this team's future? And their cap is horrendous. If you look at the cap here, they only got $2 million in cap space projected for 2023. Look at this Jalen Ramsey contract. Jalen Ramsey has been one of the worst cornerbacks, if not the worst starting quarterback in the NFL. My guy is burnt toast week in and week out. He's a lot of this, and not a whole lot of coverage anymore at his age. $24 million in dead cap money if he's cut pre-June 1st. His cap number is still 25-2. Just ridiculous. Look at these 4 old guys. Aaron Donald, Cooper Kupp, Matt Stafford, Jalen Ramsey. Really eating up a good chunk of your cap. And what is your production you're getting from these guys? Yeah, they were great when they were at their best, but it seems like a long time ago when this team was winning the Super Bowl. They're already out of playoff contention this year. It's just been a complete disaster. Where do you go moving forward? Honestly, I could see this thing being horrendous. Aaron Donald retires. Sean McVay gives it another go with Stafford and Cooper Kupp. Stafford's all beat up and kind of washed, nowhere near competitive as he used to be. He's not the young man. Cooper Kupp's age loses a step. And let's not forget, they did lose offensive coordinator Kevin O'Connell, who was supposedly the passing game mastermind. We see how much this team struggled with their passing game. I mean, they signed Allen Robinson, who's a complete wash, busted. I guess Chicago knew what they were doing, letting him go. And they couldn't throw the ball at all, this team. It was all forced into Cooper Kupp. And you look at the other side, Kevin O'Connell, now the head coach of my Minnesota Vikings. They're one of the best offenses in football and getting crazy. So it's really questioning, what does Sean McVay do? How is he going to be able to coach? Like, is he just kind of maybe overrated? Maybe all the things were all in his favor and it just worked out for him to finally get this Super Bowl. I don't know, man, but this has been a pretty pathetic job by this team. Trading away all those picks, when you stack your rosters with all these veterans, they traded for Von Miller last year, this, that, and the other. Yeah, maybe you're good for a year, but you have no sort of team around it, and it's just a disaster for this Rams team. I think they're done. I honestly can see the situation where McVay retires, Aaron Donald retires, Matt Stafford's left there holding the bag with nobody around him but Cooper Kupp, no real head coach, no offensive weapons, really nothing at all. The O-line is terrible on top of it. Their run game can't get established. But hey, maybe Baker Mayfield's going to save the day for this Rams team. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Again, like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you all tomorrow.